And just because you've adopted children, that doesn't mean that CPS can't come back and remove them. Do you understand?
This starts as a routine plea, then turns into a child safety warning. A defendant admits stealing while living with CPS adopted kids, and the judge flat out says, if you love them, you shouldn't be in that home until you get right.
I don't think you all are waiving the enhancement. Is that correct?
Judge, we're moving forward for 1 year state jail to proceed as a state jail felony.
I mean, this is a state jail felony, correct? Because in the indictment, it's only alleging that he ran away from an officer, which is not a felony.
That's correct.
So then the enhancement allegation is being used to make it a state jail.
Correct.
So y'all proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
Oh, no problem.
I thought there was a repeated allegation.
That's okay. Maybe I was thinking the law maybe had changed and I wasn't aware. All right. So y'all are proceeding on the indictment as presented.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Vidari, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention, second or more? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to two years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I think my client would like to address the court himself.
All right. Yes.
Well, Your Honor, I know I made a mistake and a bunch of mistakes.
No, not mistakes. You made choices.
Any choices, yes. Made bad choices. I had surgery not too long ago. I had an abscess under my arm. I had surgery on my wrist. So I was out for like a month, no work. And that's why I was doing all this shoplifting, getting stuff for the house for me and my wife. I have 4 kids of my own. We adopted 2. We have a new apartment now.
So you adopted 2 children and you're out stealing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of hard just her doing it by herself. And I couldn't donate plasma, and I really didn't have the strength to do any type of work, and I just made wrong choices, like I said. But I do have a good support group. I do have a good job.
No, see, here's the thing. What I know is when these children were adopted, was that through Child Protective Services?
Yes, it was.
All right. So what I know is when you adopt children through Child Protective Services, were they listed as special needs children or no?
No, they're not special. It was my wife's niece. She
So what I know is when you adopt 2 children in the state of Texas, I don't know how they do it in other states, but I know in the state of Texas, what ends up happening is you get similar to a stipend for each child. So you are probably already getting about.
Yeah, we get like a good $1,000.
No, you get more than $1,000 because it's 2 children.
Yeah.
And not only do you get that, you get medical. And not only do you get that, those 2 children, I hope you all are encouraging them. They get to go to a state college for free.
Yes, they get all those benefits.
So they're getting benefits and you're stealing.
Yeah, I was stealing stuff, stupid stuff, like hygiene and stuff. I shouldn't have been doing that. I made wrong choices, but like I said, I got a good job when I get out.
So did you have the children with you during your first evading?
Of course.
No. I'm talking about the first time that you picked up an evading, which is what they're using for enhancement for this evading to make it a state jail felony. Did you have those children?
Yes. Well, yes, they're under my wife's, protective custody. Like, my wife is the one that, she got custody of them, not me. It was her. It was all her. Like children are under her care. I just help.
You just live there.
I just help to support,
And here's my other question. And mind you, this is a suitcase that I think needs to be unpacked. Here's my other question. So when she adopted the children, were you living in the home? That's a no. No, you were not. So what has happened is she has not had you in the home. And when CPS did a study of her house to place those, you couldn't be there. And now you're there.
Yes.
And well, I guess CPS needs to check on that because the children are not in a great place with you being there.
Well,
and if you,
I am a good person.
Here's the thing. If you love her and if you love those children, you need not be in that household. Do you understand?
I mean, I do understand, but I am a good person. I don't plan on living like this the rest of my life. My dad is deacon for St. Dominic's Church. I mean, my mom's a school teacher,
Okay, I want you to listen to me carefully.
Listen,
here's the thing. I know you're trying to tell me how great you are, and I appreciate that, but I want you to listen to me carefully. If you love her you will not live with her. And let me just tell you why you will not live with her. Because when those children were placed with her for adoption, number one, obviously somebody's rights have been terminated and those children are experiencing trauma because their parents' rights have been taken away from them. And they're trying to put them in a place that they think will be safe for them, where they can go to sleep at night without worrying about people picking up cases and police officers knocking on the door looking for people.
Yeah.
And when CPS studied her home for placement, you were not there. And I'm sure she told them, I don't have a man living here.
Yes.
And now what has happened is CPS is out of the picture because she's adopted the children. I know because I did CPS cases.
Okay.
She's receiving a stipend for both of those children. And sometimes they will even give you food stamps. At least that's what we called them when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Or WIC and all of that stuff.
Yes.
And it's not for that money to be supporting. How old are you?
36.
Not for that money to be supporting a 36-year-old. So if you love her and if you love those children, you will not be in that household until you get your life together, because otherwise,
We're getting married.
here's the thing. Otherwise, you know what's going to end up happening? CPS is going to come in because they're going to get a report and those children will be removed and they will have another trauma on top of trauma. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do understand. I don't want that though. I don't want that though. I mean, I have a good support group, man. And I know I made wrong choices, but that's not me. That's not me.
I appreciate you telling me what you think I want to hear, but I would prefer the truth. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow your agreement. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility.
All right.
Judge follows the deal. 1 year state jail, but stresses CPS can still step back in and remove adopted children if there's ongoing instability. When a court tells you the consequences this clearly, do you actually listen?
If I could, I would not give you any credit, but I'm going to give you credit for any time served. Taking consideration 715544722 015 715 474 713232 NIMAC number 740009.
Yeah.
We can go off the record. I'm going to say it for the final time. If you truly love her, if you truly love those children, you know you're not doing right. You should not be in their life. And guess what? CPS is going to get involved and they're going to remove those children. Do you understand?
I do understand that. I don't plan on getting in trouble anytime.
And just because you've adopted children, that doesn't mean that CPS can't come back and remove them. Do you understand?
I do understand that.
All right. Good luck to you.
I think
Are you the same Rose Padilla who's placed on deferred adjudication? And cause number 2015 CR 3473 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on September 9th, 2015 for a period of 5 years and extended for a total of 4. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, on or about the 30th day of September 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Rose Padilla, departed Bexar County without the written permission of the court and or the supervision officer in violation of condition number 7.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Yes. True.
Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
And what are you all proposing that the court follow?
The proposal, Your Honor, was to continue on probation, extend for 1 year, and amend for probationer to pay at least $100 every 2 weeks for restitution.
Probation.
Your Honor, the original recommendation was for revocation. However, it does indicate that if the court wishes to continue to extend the 1 year, amend the probationer to pay at least $100 every 2 weeks for restitution.
How much is owed on restitution?
Your Honor, $78,775.98.
How much has she paid on restitution since she's been on since 2015?
$2,360.
All right.
Your Honor, Ms. Padilla is a waitress, and she is frankly incapable of making any other payments aside from the ones that are recommended for the $100 every 2 weeks.
All right. Why is she leaving the county without permission?
So she was, there's a healing mass that occurs in Hidalgo County on the last Saturday of every month. That's where she went. She felt called to go there. It's something that she's had a significant benefit from in the past, and so she'd heard about this mass and decided to attend that mass with her significant other.
All right, do phones not work? Does she have access to a phone?
I believe she does, Your Honor.
Why didn't she pick up the phone and call probation and say, hey, may I depart Bexar County to go for this? Because honestly, she hasn't been doing well on probation. I mean, that's why we're here. Probation is telling me they want a revocation. And in this court, normally it takes some doing for me to grant a revocation. So for probation to be asking for revocation when they know that normally if there is monetary issue, if there is a drug issue, usually I try to address those before we head down the road of revocation. So for them to be asking for revocation, that says something. So why didn't you pick up the phone and call probation and ask them if you could leave Bexar County to go to this event? You want to raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Rose Padilla.
All right, why didn't you call probation?
It wasn't a Saturday and I thought, nothing was gonna happen. Just me going and coming back.
You cannot leave Bexar County without permission while you're on probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, they want you to pay $100. What did you say? Every 2 weeks or how often? Every 2 weeks?
Yes, Judge.
Are you able to pay this $100 every 2 weeks, or you're just saying that?
No.
Because let me just tell you why I'm asking that question. I find that when people are looking at potentially going to prison for 20 years, if people say, all right, we will agree to continue if you pay $500 a week, you know what people will say? Well, I'm going to call this person and I'll pay $500 a week. So I want to know, can you really pay $100 every 2 weeks? Or are you just saying this because that's the agreement you all reach? Or will you be able to pay it? If you're not going to be able to pay it, you need to let me know now, because if I follow this agreement and I get a report that you miss one of the weeks in paying, we don't have problems. So if you cannot really pay $100 every 2 weeks, you need to let the court know now.
Now I'm trying to get back on my feet and I think, but if I have a problem or something, like I have health issues, can I call and let y'all know that,
No, see, here's the thing. Your agreement that you all have made, regardless of what health issues you have, is that you're going to pay $100 every 2 weeks, because there's somebody out there, and I'm not the one who took this plea because this was before my time, but there's somebody out there that you owe $78,000 to. So you agreed and your attorney agreed that you are paying $100 every 2 weeks. So there is no, well, maybe something may come up. You've agreed that you would pay $100 every 2 weeks. That's why I'm asking this. If you are telling the court, actually, I'm not going to be able to pay $100 every 2 weeks. I was saying that, hoping that I would be able to do it because this is the only way where maybe the state would agree not to revoke. I don't know. I'm not a part of your negotiations. But if that's the fact, you probably need to step back and talk to your attorney, and you all actually come up with a reasonable amount that you are going to be paying, no questions asked. And it should be amount that you should pay, not depending on this person giving you money or that person giving you money, because we're going to be right back here because they're going to file a motion to revoke if you miss any of those payments. So do y'all want to step back and discuss that, or y'all want to continue with she's going to be able to pay $100 every 2 weeks?
$100 every 2 weeks.
All right. So you're saying, and you're telling the court, you're telling probation that you're going to pay $100 every 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
And when is this going to start?
Can it start in 2 weeks, Your Honor?
When's her next pay period?
When's your next page?
Maybe next paycheck. I get paid every Wednesday.
All right. So this is her first payment, then is going to be, since you get paid Wednesday, is that electronic deposit maybe or no?
No.
All right. So her first payment, she's gonna be making payments on December 7th. That should be her first payment of beginning every 2 weeks. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And since she gets paid on Wednesday, her payments should be falling on that Thursday because she has to get the check, go cash the check, and do all of that. All right, I'll deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include $100 payment every 2 weeks, beginning on December 7th. And that's to go towards restitution. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Probation, is there anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, her case expired September of this year, so that 1 year extension, are you going to move forward with that?
Yes, extend for 1 year.
I would also like to bring up to the court that we have notification that Ms. Padilla has not reported since September, so I would ask that the court admonish her and ask her, tell her to report as necessary.
Okay, why are you not reporting?
Well, on, when I got arrested, I received a text. And then I got a warrant, and then I went to go talk because they told me I needed to get an attorney or for my bond. So when I went go talk to him, and then I have the text where my probation officer text me that I had an appointment yesterday, which I went in yesterday, and she even sent me for a UA for tomorrow. And I go, why wait for tomorrow? So I went yesterday to go get a UA too.
All right, here's the thing. Don't miss reporting. You understand?
No, ma'am.
All right, so I'm assuming you're required to report monthly. When do you want her to show up to report?
I'll look at the appointment book to see if it's already been put on the books for next
All right,
month.
so she's going to give you a date when you to report, and you need to report. Don't miss any reporting dates. Here's the thing. Sometimes miscommunications happen. I've already said that I'm going to continue you, so there's no need for us to go back and forth.
Yes.
As my grandmother would say, who shot John? Here's the thing. She is going to give you a date for when you report. You need to make sure you report on that date. Even if you're saying you've already reported, if she gives you a different date, you need to go report on that day. If you do not, what will end up happening is a motion to revoke will be filed. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. And then I saw in the motion to revoke this new number 1 that nobody's going on. What is happening with that?
So, Your Honor, one that is out of county. The investigation that I've done, I don't believe it was more serious than a Class C misdemeanor. So I don't expect anything to come up. We'll certainly keep an eye on.
All right. And is there any issue with her and UA?
Your Honor, in August, it says it was failure to submit. In September, it was a negative. I don't have anything past September because there was that lapse in reporting. So if she said she UA'd yesterday, those results will not be available until next week.
All right. Did you UA yesterday?
I went yesterday, yes.
All right. Make sure she UA yesterday. If she did not UA yesterday, then we're going to have a problem because people are being dishonest with the court.
Mhm.
So if you UA'd yesterday, she's going to check it. And then from thereafter, do random UAs.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Is there anything you need from the court to be successful on this probation? All right. Do not leave Bexar County without permission. Because you're on probation, everything you do, you need to pick up the phone and call probation and request it.
Okay.
Could you waive the UA fees, Your Honor? Is that possible?
No. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Outcome: evading case resolves with a guilty finding and a 1-year state jail sentence. Next, probation is extended despite a violation, but only with strict reporting, random UAs, and a hard $100 every 2 weeks restitution plan starting December 7th. Follow for more courtroom breakdowns.